Okay, it looks like we're live. Let me see, make sure, move something so I can see that we're actually live. There we are, okay. Ready to go. This is coin reveal number 852. It's a 1953D BU roll right here. Let's see what we have inside. That's a very nice looking ender, so we'll see what we end up with here. All right, on to coin number 1. Paul Hampton. Paul Hampton. Let's see what Paul gets. All right, first coin in the roll. Nothing on the obverse. And nothing on the reverse either. That's coin number 1. Now coin number 2. DC. And nothing up my sleeve. Nothing there. And on the reverse, also nothing. Coin number 3. Stan. Stan the man. Well, it's almost if... I wish somebody would show up and tell me they can hear me and that I'm live, because it looks kind of weird. Nobody in the audience at all. Let's see. Go back to live chat. Let's see. Nope, looks like there's nobody else here. Shows that I've been live for 2.5 minutes, so... Well, I'll just keep going. Got 10 of these to get done here in the next few days. Actually, 8 now. There's Kurt. How you doing, buddy? So at least I know I'm doing okay. Coin number 4 now. Tim Weber. And I got nothing for doubling there. And there. And there. 53D is not one of those issues where it's common to be watching for double die reverses. In fact, I don't know of any. Coin 5 now. Doug Rizak. Doug, let's see. Nope, nothing there. And nothing there. Let's just had everybody kind of fall off to the wayside because I thought I would have a number of returns from the reveal that just ended a few minutes ago, but not so lucky. Not so much. All right, nothing there. We shall move on. Hope there's not like a nuclear holocaust or something going on that I don't know about. This one is for Evolution Revolution. And we're going to get a refund on this one. This one's a brown bound coin. Well, it's just an ender. So, yeah, just an ender. It's an interesting pattern on this. I thought for a minute it was a bad coin because it's partially brown on one side, but that's actually end roll toning. Number 7, Kurt. The Funny Man. You know, not seeing anything here. Let's keep our chins up. Not even 1/10 of the way through the roll yet. Number 8, Richard. Nothing. And nothing. Okay. Well, how about coin number 9? Tim Weber? Yeah, isn't it kind of weird? Just everybody dropped off. Maybe they all went in the wrong stream and they're waiting for me. Or did I go in the wrong way? This is number 852, right? Where's my... Here we go. Yeah. It is 852. I'm in the right place. In the right place, doing the right thing. So let's just keep rolling. There's Brian Johnson. Good day to you, sir. At this one, we're going to check on the reverse side, see what's going on there, if anything. Concentric die scratches, little lathe lines, perhaps. They're on the lower part of the reverse. Hello, Mr. Weber. Moving on to coin number 10 for Taco John. Nothing on that side. Looks like struck through some grease. Got some patchiness in the field there. Got nothing else here. Global internet issues. You know, I might have been having internet issues earlier today. I know I did last night. In fact, yeah, I was trying to get onto my credit union's website, and it seemed to be down. So there's one here for DC. Got nothing going on. Dirty water. Good day to you, sir. Coin number 12 for Doug now. Yeah, that one kind of just got all gimped up around the mint mark. The badness is centered in one small area. Brad. Nothing on that one. Number 14, Mickey. Well, not seeing anything here. $15. Dan McCumber. Looks like Dano got not much. $16. Rusty. Look on the reverse once in a while, just to be sure they're not slipping me the Mickey here. All right, number 17, R.J. Stone this time around. What do we get for RJ? Not so lucky. $18, Sissy Atwell. Nothing. Now 19, Trip. Trip, 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 it, trip, trip. Oops. Hey, there's an RPM. Right there, the upper serif is tipped over just a little bit. It's enough to give another good look at, that's for sure. So coin number 19 turns out to be the very first RPM we have in the roll. Coin number 20 now for Mark. And back to business. $21 for Jim. Unfortunately, not much to make out of this, Jim. Just a coin. Hey, Otis. Coin number 22 now. This one goes to Evolution Revolution. Nada. Take a little bit of a break here, just to pause. Say, let's pause gameplay now for station identification. I remember that from back in the day. We watch ABC's Worldwide of Sport. Oh, check that out. Check that out. Nice RPM right there. Nice one. Wide World of Sports on ABC. Let's take a brief break for station identification. That's beautiful right there. That's one of the first 5 listed. Nice. Love it, love it. When stuff happens, it works out good. That's for Jim. You're watching ABC WREG Channel 13, Memphis. That's what I grew up with. WREG. Then our NBC station was WWMC Channel 5. And I, for the life of me, don't remember what CBS was. I think it was Channel C. It was 3, 5, and 13. And one was CBS and one was ABC. And then 5 was NBC. Yep, that's back when they'd sign off with the national anthem and everybody went to sleep. So as if you had to work the overnight shift, you were pissed off at the world because you had nothing to do in the middle of the night while everyone else slept. Number 26, Stan. Yeah, we didn't have streaming YouTube and stuff like that back in those days. In fact, you didn't even have TV remotes for most people. Your remote was your kid. He'd get up and change channels for you. Change channel, Chuck. To get up and go over to the TV, change the channel, let him watch it for a few seconds. Nope, next one. Nope, next one. It's a good thing that back then we didn't have 300 channels of satellite TV. If you didn't like one of the 4 channels, you switched the TV off. It's kind of the way I wish it was now. Way too much to choose from. Whole society full of ADHD. Can't decide what to watch among 300 channels. Back in our day, it was pretty easy. You watch one of the 4 things that was on TV, and one of those 4 was always going to be either Sesame Street Electric Company or Lawrence Welk. And then the other 3, the major networks. You got to watch a major network if you wanted to, or you could watch PBS. Or you could watch the petunias grow in the garage, in the garden, because you had no other choice. And for Carl here, oh, Carl he got one of the nice RPMs right here, really nice looking. Love that. Carl got a beauty. It's a keeper. Faux show. All right, coin number 30, Mr. Ash. Well, not a pretty RPM. Not a bad looking coin, though. Yep, the Saturday morning cartoons. If I got up extra early, around 6:30, I could watch the entire Hanna-Barbera hour. It came on at 6:30 to 7:30 in the morning. Then I always watched Scooby-Doo. And then after Scooby-Doo, I had to change the channel because my dad would get up and want to watch Bugs Bunny. But after Scooby-Doo was, what's the one that was related to Scooby-Doo? Same guy did it. And the guy who did was a buggy, speed buggy, I think it was. And the guy who drove it looked just like Shaggy, only he didn't talk like Shaggy. Is that what it was? ABC, All About Cowboys? There's a large D. First one of those I've seen here. Big round top to the D. Thin, round. Serif kind of curves back up just a little bit. All I know is that on Saturday afternoon I like to watch CBS, or no, it was ABC because of the Worldwide of Sports. The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. I used to love it when they had skiing or something wintry on. I always loved to watch skiing, ski jumping, slalom, stuff like that. It was always fun to watch. Bobsledding, man, I love my bobsledding. Not a real hockey fan. Not big on hockey. Hockey's okay, but if I have choices, hockey's not going to be one of them. There's only a couple of sports that I've decided I simply don't like to watch at all. One of them's golf. If I want to take a nap, what I put on TV is golf. That put me to sleep in a heartbeat. Puts me to sleep just about as well as soap operas do. Then the other sport that I simply don't like, basketball. I've never liked basketball. I will never like basketball. Basketball holds very little interest to me. get dressed, go outside and play. Yeah. Remember a lot of my time as a... oh, there's another one of the nice RPMs right there. My time as a youngster when it would be snowing really hard outside during the wintertime. You don't really go outside while it's snowing. You kind of go after the snow kind of lets up a little bit. Because it's not really fun going out there when you can barely breathe because the snow's so heavy. But I think I might have forgotten to put a couple of RPMs up here in the variety spot. We'll find them though. Taco John. We would wait until the snow was pretty much over, and what I would do during the period of time that it was snowing really hard is I would turn the cartoons on for background noise and get out either my dad's Spanish textbook or my mom's French textbook and study a foreign language. This is when I was 6, 7 years old. The only bothered me back in those days is I knew how to read French, but I couldn't speak it at all because I had no idea how the words were actually pronounced. You know, like horse duvers. You know, I could read it, but how could I possibly have known that horse duvers was actually pronounced hors d'oeuvres? Here's an ender. Kind of came in the middle of the roll because, well, this is a plastic tubed roll, meaning that the original roll was broken apart and put into a tube, and they often did not care what position the coins went into the tube. Oui. And then I also I studied Spanish under my father's tutelage. Used his book, learned my numbers, my days of the weeks. Actually learned how to conjugate verbs in Spanish by the time I was 8. Could speak some limited Spanish by 9. And by 13, 14, I was doing public speaking in the Spanish language. Although now I'm hard-pressed to speak Spanish, I can understand it when I hear it. There's another one. Beautimus. Beautiful. Yeah, full contact golf. That might actually be fun to watch. I did see a story. Came off of CBS Sunday Morning. And it was on... no, it wasn't CBS Sunday Morning. It was 60 Minutes. It was yesterday after the... horrible football games I had to watch because I live in the wrong part of the country to see decent football. There was a story about what they call chess boxing. And it has something to do with having a boxing match and then turning around playing chess afterwards. I just thought that was kind of weird. Number 852 here. Coin number 41. Taco John. Be okay if it didn't have Larry's signature all over it. Frosty now. I'm not exactly sure how the rules of the game went. I wasn't really paying that close attention. I was just kind of listening to it as I was going along, moseying through email and doing other things that I needed to get done. But I heard that it was basically boxing match, and then after the boxing match, before they really even cooled off much, they had to sit down and concentrate on a chess game. And then, of course, there were ones that were better at boxing than they were at chess, and there were other ones that were better at chess than they were at boxing, and this kind of leveled the score a little bit. There's another RPM beauty. Right there. During chess, off. The chess match was just like playing a regular chess match, except you're in boxing clothing. Then, of course, during boxing, that was regular boxing gear. I don't remember watching whether or not they were wearing a helmet. You know, of course, the little pad helmet thing for the amateurs, and then no headgear for the pros. I think they did it amateur style, but I can't remember. That was the only story I paid attention to on 60 Minutes before I turned over to the Sunday evening football on NBC, and it wasn't really much better of a game. But you know, it was nice. I mean, it was okay watching Denver and Kansas City play and seeing Kansas City lose. I mean, that was nice. But hey, there's another one. Beautiful. You can see that, right? Extra D there. I hope you can, because I've been finding a few of these in this roll. A few of them. Yeah, playing chess with boxing gloves. They'd have to do it on like the garage scale level, not the regular chessboard level. Either that, or okay, so they could have like punching bags that you punch when you want to move a piece, and you punch it how many squares you want to move the piece. That way you've got a couple of people punching bags, you know, kind of like staying warm during the intermission where you're playing the chess game. That would be kind of cool. All right, coin 47. Jeez, shit. We're 2 coins short in this roll. So we're going to have 2 coins that I'm going to be giving a refund on. Got nothing here. I thought that roll was full. It certainly looked full to me. Coin 48 now. Stan? Stanley Horn. And nothing. Nada, nada. There is no coin 49 or coin 50, so we'll see who is going to be reimbursed. That would be Mickey and Tim. So 49 and 50. For Mickey and Tim. Sorry, guys. Don't ever mean to do that to you. It just kind of happens. I kind of check the rolls, but I don't count the coins. I probably maybe should start counting all the coins when I can. But that's it for this one. We will back out, regroup, and come back for reveal number 853. It's going to be a 1954 plain roll. All right, folks, I'll see you here in a few minutes.